Hello everyone, this is a quick video introduction to Module 1. I will be recording these videos every week or every other week depending on whether we're looking at a single module or a set of modules, and I'll be posting these with the video announcements as well as in the modules. These videos are my way of communicating with you, but also doing some things that I would do in a face-to-face class. So going over the assignments, explaining them a little bit further, going through a little bit more of the navigation, particularly if you are unfamiliar with Canvas. This will help you out a little bit. So I will be doing some introductory things, kind of talking you through the assignments and giving you some tips as well. So they're really important to watch these videos. I try to keep them short. This one may be just a little bit longer since it's the introduction, but I try to keep it a little bit shorter so it's easier for you to watch. And you probably won't see one every week, but I will be posting announcements every week. So I'm just going to walk you through the class and talk about a few things that I want to make sure that you know at the beginning of the semester. So first off, on the home page, you'll see the most recent announcements. You can also view them here. Like I said, I'll be posting probably every week, due date reminders, but also information about the assignments that you're working on and that kind of thing. I try not to post too often, but you should see regular posts from me. The other thing that you want to do right away is go to the syllabus page. This is the course syllabus, and really important to keep track of which classes have what kind of policies. We'll see if it loads here. This class will have different late work policy from your other classes, and so just something to be aware of. I try to remind students about things like due dates and late work and what the policy is. It's not loading. So the late work policy for this class, once you view it, you'll see that all assignments are open for 1 week after the due date. So you can submit up to 1 week late. However, every day that it's late is a 5% late penalty. So while you can submit things late, it's important to, if you just need an extra day or two, that's fine, but you will have a little bit of a late penalty there. I also have a course at a glance document, which also might not load. And this file is just a list of all of the assignments in the class, their point value, the outcome that they are tied to, and then the due date. And so it's really handy. I like to print mine out and kind of post it next to my computer so I can keep track of what we're doing. You'll note that this class is divided into 16 modules. Those of you who have had me or had me for Comp 1, we did 8 modules then. And so 16 modules means that there was something due every week, but you'll also note that there are a lot of modules where there's only one thing due. So there's only one thing that we're working on. So it really spreads out the assignments, but you will be doing something every week. So right now, all you can see under the modules tab, all you can see is the first couple of things, including Module 1. So when you're on the home page, you'll see your to-do list over here will list things like announcements and then the upcoming assignments. Do not just click on these things. Once you do them, they'll go away, but do not just click on these things, because what you're missing is all of the module information. And so it's really important that you actually go to the module page. If you are new at Allen, if you haven't gotten your textbook, if you've never accessed your Allen email, make sure you go through this getting started information. I do believe it's different from the fall semester. Once you're done with a module, you can click that arrow and it collapses, so you don't have to scroll down through so many things. Academic honesty, you'll need to go through this. Some of this will be review from Comp 1, but you'll need to go through that information because that will be part of your first module and your first for your first quiz, which is the academic honesty quiz. So all the modules are set up similarly. A couple of things that I want to point out. I do have it set so that when you complete an item, you'll see a green check mark here. And depending on what you need to do, you'll get the check mark. So you can see that here for the Module 1 overview page, all you need to do is view it in order to get that green check mark. For the readings, though, you have to mark it as done in order to get the check mark. So the goal would be to have check marks down the side for every module, and that can help you keep track of what pages you have viewed and what pages you haven't. I can also see that. So if I see that a student is struggling, or if you're asking me a bunch of questions in an email and I go through Canvas and you haven't looked at any of the pages, you're just clicking on the assignments, then I'm going to tell you, that's what you need to do in order to be successful. So I'll just walk through the module. This is very short, obviously, because we just have the week to do it. For the overview, what you'll see is just an explanation of the module, and then this video will be posted there as well. Usually they'll have some kind of readings. Once you're done with the readings, you can mark it as done. And the reason I do that is because just in case you start a reading and then don't finish it, you need to go back to it, then you can just mark it when you know that you have finished that chapter. And then the rest of the assignment, if it's an assignment, then usually you have to actually submit it in order to get that. So in this case, once you send your email, your welcome email, then you'll mark it as done. And you'll see that that is a manually graded assignment. So you won't see anything in the grade book until I go in there and I put your points in. The introduction discussion board is a very standard type of discussion board, just introducing yourself to the class. We do have a couple of collaborative assignments in this class. And so in a writing class, we tend to feel like we're sort of in a little bubble by ourselves. And not really interacting with other people. And so especially in an online class, it's important to have these kinds of assignments where you are talking to other people and you're responding to other people. So that's the purpose of this. It also helps me to get to know you just a little bit better because again, in an online class, I don't see you, we don't interact as often. And so it really helps me to see some introductory stuff about you. So, and by the way, if you've never used Canvas before, you can navigate through the modules with these next buttons, really helpful. And then the academic honesty quiz. So this is our first quiz for the semester. You'll have quite a few quizzes that cover readings. So module 2 will give the module 2 readings quiz and that kind of thing. And so this shouldn't take you very long, but make sure that you've gone through that academic honesty module before you complete the quiz, just so that it should be review from Comp 1. It should be, but realizing that some students have not had Comp 1 for a while or may have taken Comp 1 from a different institution. So and just you want to make sure that you go over that. So that's just the first module. For this class, because I spread it out into 16 weeks, you actually won't turn in your first essay until the third module. So the next video that I do will probably be over module 2 and 3, because those two, module 2 prepares you for the first essay, and then module 3 you will write and submit the first essay. So we spread it out just a little bit. And so as we go through the semester, you'll start to see more modules opening up, and they will be opened depending on how I want you to work through them. So you won't be able to work through the whole class because obviously there are some assignments where you need feedback from me in order to complete the next assignment in the series, but I will try to open them up at least a few days before the next module ends, or the previous module ends, so that you, if you need to work ahead a little bit, you can. Otherwise, hopefully you're doing well and have been able to get into the class. I'm always available by email. That's usually the easiest way to get a hold of me. But I also have on the home page, I have my cell phone number listed for texting. I will respond to text messages. You can also use the Canvas inbox over here. It works just like an email through Canvas. You can use that. And then you have my phone number in my office on campus that you can call as well if you need to get a hold of me about anything. Most important thing to do at this point is to get your textbooks. So getting textbooks you've already paid for your rental fee. It's not hard. In that getting started module, it tells you how to get the textbooks. So make sure you do that right away. You are not buying your textbooks, you are renting them from the college. And then get into that module and complete some of those assignments because you only have that first week to do that. So if you have any questions though, feel free to reach out to me, and I hope you have a great day.